Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. TGINF. Hope everybody's having a good one. Been a little crazy around here. Not too bad, but had, tornado watch stuff going on. And I got ready to go to bed last night, and it said we were under a tornado watch till 2 a.m. And when I looked at the little shaded thing, my county was right on the edge of it. So I thought, we're barely in it. And they probably just did that just to cover themselves, So I didn't think much about it. Went to bed. Man, got up this morning. Well, didn't get up, but woke up at, let's see, what time was it? About 5:30. Woo, man, big old thunderstorm, lightning popping everywhere, hard rain. One of those, I call them gully washers. It's crazy. And then it moved past. I'm thinking, okay, well, we're good now, because the lady on the news said, once that moves through, you're good. But apparently there was another little tail or something, because just about 20 minutes ago, we got another good little gully washer, but it only lasted about 5 minutes. But it's all good. Everything is so green. Oh, man. Grass is green, trees are green, all budding out and stuff. I love this time of year. Anyhow, happy Friday. Glad everybody's here. I see Gary Hammett's here. Gary, I see, it looked like you guys got hammered up there around where you're at too. Glad to see you on here. I guess that means you got power and or at least phone. You could be on your phone, I guess. Let's see who we got here. We got Mr. Larry Galtz in the house. Good morning, Larry. Happy Friday to you. Good morning, Paul Stewart. Kevin Else, good to see you here as always. Doc Whitaker's over there on Facebook. Good to see you, Doc. Bart Bixel, good morning. And TGIF, good morning to you, Bart. Hope you're doing well. Darren Bird says, morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Yes, indeed. It is a happy Friday. David from Portal Woodworks is here. Good morning, David. How are you? Bill Hoffman says, good morning, Dave. Cloudy and 45 in southwest Indiana, to be sunny and 75 tomorrow. Good deal. Good deal. George Roppus is here. Says, good wet and wild weather day. Yeah. Marcello's here. Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Bruce Foley says, morning from snowy Montana. Keep that stuff, man. Hey, here's my favorite solar guy right here. A solar man. Mr. Ryan Ballard. Good morning, sir. Bob Sims in the house. How you doing, Bob? Hope everything's well across the pond. Gary says we had bad storms, had damage in the area, but none at his house. Well, good. Good. Jim Senicolas here this morning. Good morning, Jim. David Burnett. Good morning, sir. I think I'm caught up with the comments. I got a question for you guys. I've been into the last 3 little small pieces of equipment that I've bought, yard stuff, has been electric, where it's all, you run an extension cord and stuff. But I see more and more of, in fact, I was just looking, I had an email from Harbor Freight but they've got all kinds of tools on there that are the battery, 40 volt, 80 volt lithium, that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, I guess the technology has really improved from what it used to be. Because I know even the little drill and impacts and stuff that um, I think the first one I ever bought was a DeWalt, and it was like 14 volts or something. And the set I got now, in fact, I bought two of them. So I'd have one in for the shop around back and one in the garage. And they're Porter cable with a drill and an impact driver. And they're 20 volts lithium. And I think, and now that I think about it, I think the DeWalt and another Porter cable that I had, I think it was 18, but it wasn't lithium. It was that other, what's the other one? I can't think of it right off the bat. Somebody will throw it in there, I'm sure. But yeah, it looks like the lithium battery technology has really improved. So now I'm thinking, because I need a weed eater. I had I don't even remember what brand it was. It might have been a weed eater brand. And it's just one of the things. It worked, and you pull it and you get it cranked, and you go a little bit, and then it might die, and then nickel, NICAD, that's what it is. Thank you, Bob. I knew you guys would know. But anyway, I just got out there and one day, and and again, you had to mix the gas and the oil and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden, I got ready to use it one day, and I pulled and it wouldn't. I just got mad and threw it away and said, "Nah, screw it." So I'm using a cordless weed eater now, but I jokingly call it a cordless. It's basically one of those tools with the long handle. It's got the little blade on the end where you swing it. So that's what I've been using for a cordless weed eater. So I don't have to weed eat a lot. But I'm thinking that something I don't think about is, when you get a weed eater, a gas kind, you crank it up, and then you pretty much leave it running the whole time you're walking around your yard doing it, because you don't want to have to stop and crank it again when you get somewhere else. But with the battery thing, it would probably last. I'm sure it would last long enough for what I want, because you just do it a little bit and then stop, and nothing's running, and then you go to the next spot. So I may have to invest in one. If anybody has a battery, like a 40 volt, 80 volt lithium battery weed eater type thing, and you're happy with it, let me know in the comments here, and I'll take a look at them. Or if you got an Amazon link, send me an Amazon link, and I'll help you make some money. Let's see. Gary says, did anyone see the weatherman in Birmingham was on air and storm was heading at his house? He texted his wife and told her to take cover. And and then he was hit, I guess. I heard something. My weatherman, the best meteorologist on TV, David Chanley, was talking about somebody, and I don't know if he's talking about the same one. It was in Alabama, but I don't remember if it was Birmingham or not. But anyway, I guess it was somebody that he knew really well, and that their house got hit. So that might be the same guy you're talking about. I don't know. Paul Stewart says, my first cordless drill was a 9-volt Craftsman back in 91, had an internal battery pack. Yeah, those early ones. And what's weird is I used to catch flack because I'd do a YouTube video and I'd be running screws in or something, but I'd have my corded drill, my little cheap Ryobi drill, and I would put the Phillips thing in it, and I was, and I would have people comment, man, like, dude, get yourself a cordless thing. You're having to flip that cord around and stuff. And I was like one of the old holdouts, man. I like power, and I know you can get it with the thing. And then I finally bought a DeWalt 14 volt. And like I said, I think it was NICAD batteries, whatever. And then I bought a Porter cable, and I bought one of those fluke things where you walk in and they've got stuff laying out in the middle of the aisle and it's on sale. I think it was like $99, and it came with a reciprocating saw, a little small circular saw. What are they, like 7-inch, I think, or something. And this is Porter cable. It came with a, a drill and an impact, I think. So it came like with four. Oh, and it came with a flashlight type deal, and it had the charger, and it had these two big old clunky batteries. They were 18 volts and stuff. And I've used those quite a bit. The all of them still work. It's just that I bought the newer lithium later on. But yeah, the reciprocating saw, I've used that a ton to cut limbs and stuff. The circular saw, it wasn't that great. It just didn't have enough to go through what I wanted it to go through. Um, but the flashlight is kind of handy, uh, and it, like I said, all that still works. But that was like 18 volt, and it was the NiCad, so it was big, heavy things. Okay, Ryan Ballard says, if you do a battery on a weed eater, do 40 volt or better. I have 18 volt, and it just isn't powerful enough. Yeah, yeah. This I got an email right here. It's got an ad showing me, and it's I've never heard of it. It's an Atlas brand. It's Harbor Freight, so it's whatever they carry, and it says that it's an 80 volt lithium, and it's only $120. 119, 16-inch cordless string trimmer. And it says compared to Husqvarna, it says the Husqvarna one is $319. So yeah, of course it's going to be a lot more expensive because Husqvarna makes good stuff. But they also have a 40 and 80 volt lithium cordless um, chainsaw, and it's $80. So yeah, like I said, I've been really happy. I think I don't know what's happened, but one of my impacts on my Porter cable, the 20 volt lithium, recently just stopped working. Now, when you squeeze the trigger, the light still comes on, but you got to shake it, and then it might spin for a minute. So I don't know. I don't know whether I got a wire loose or what. But fortunately, when I was using it, uh, I have two of them because I bought two identical sets. So I've got two chargers, four batteries, two drills, and two impact drivers. So I'm not dead in the water, and I'll probably buy another one just like it, just because I've already got the batteries and stuff. And then I'll have more batteries if I buy another one. But it makes it nice because since they all use the same thing, when you got four batteries, you're never gonna not have, a good battery you can get to. All right, let's see. Paul says, I have an EGO weed eater that works very well for me. All right, and I'm assuming that's battery thing, or I guess. See, LB Sharp's dragging in here. Good to see you, LB. There's no set time to be here. We're pretty casual here. Ryan says, I hear good things about the Milwaukee fuel ones. Yeah, I don't want anything I got to pull start. I'm too old. I ain't pulling nothing. I want to either stick a battery in it, plug a drop cord in it, and squeeze the trigger. That's what I'm done pulling on stuff. Now, having said that, I probably will. I had my neighbor over here. He collects a lot of stuff. I would say junk, but it's stuff to him, I guess. And one day I was riding by my truck, and he flagged me down. He said, hey, you want to take a look at this? You might be able to use this. And he had a snapper wood chipper, and it's a big one, but it's old and rusty looking, and I don't know what the motor it had on it, probably 8 or horse or something. I think it had a Briggs and Stratton on it or whatever. And I, like, knowing me, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take it, And I just pulled it around, shoved it up under my deck, and I've never touched it. But I'm thinking I probably should get that thing out, and because I've got another motor still in the box sitting out there in the garage. One of those Predator motors that I bought from Harbor Freight. They had some sale, and I'm like, yeah, I'll get one of those. I just buy stuff because it's on sale sometimes. Never really have a use for it. But yeah, I might have to try to fix that out. Texas spring break next week. Good deal. Good deal. Mr. Sis, I'm planning on shooting some video this afternoon for your little project. So we'll see how that goes. As soon as I get something, I will get it uploaded and send you the link for you to take a look at it. Okay, Paul says the EGO is 56 volt. Okay, yeah, that probably is pretty good. EGO. Okay, Ryan says Milwaukee Fuel is battery powered. Horrible name choice. Yeah, because as soon as you say fuel, what the heck were they thinking? Fire that marketing guy. Yeah. Anyway, well, it looks like it might be trying to sprinkle a little bit now. I think we're just catching the very last tail end of that, because the way the thing worked is like if I gotta do it like this. No, I'll do it like this. If I'm here, that thing was kind of like this, and it was kind of going like this, so I'm catching the bottom edge of that wedge or front, whatever they call it. But man, got a good rain. And I'm so glad I got those. I told you the other day I had about 6 or 8 piles of leaves, and then I went through and run them through the run them through my new leaf shredder. God, I'm drawing a blank here. And I had enough to, once I dumped them out and scattered them around, I had enough to cover about half the garden. And I've still got plenty of leaves all over the yard in the back there. So I'm going to go back there and rake up some more piles. When I can't do it now because they're wet. But once a day or two goes by and they get dried out again, I'll go back and rake some more and get over that other part of the garden. So thinking that will help that, because the shredded leaf is supposed to make really good mulch and put the nutrients back in the soil and stuff. So we'll see. But got my got onions. My onion starts are coming up. Cucumbers are doing awesome. I have one cell. I planted 12 of them. Had one that didn't come up. I mean, I might still, but the other 11 are all come up about the same time. And Doug says he'll make a video of Wendy using the DeWalt cordless chainsaw. Okay, I'll look forward to seeing that. By the way, Doug sent me some. Let me see. You mind if I share your pictures, Doug, or your the stuff you sent me yesterday? Let me see if I can get it up here. I'm sure Doug won't care. I'm going to go ahead and share this. Because I'm pretty sure he's posted this on Facebook already. He's got some new, okay with him. He's got a new addition to the family there. There's Mama, proud Mama, and the calf right there. And then I also shot, whoop, I'm going the wrong way. That's that raised garden bed thing that his group built. Let's see if I can find that other. think this is it. Yeah, this is it. There's Mama and the new baby. So congratulations, Doug, on the new calf. It's a pretty little thing too. Pretty little thing. Let's see. Jim Sinicola says, check out DR, made in the U.S., 62 volts with chargers. Let me start making some notes here. Let's see here. Paul says, an EGO. Ryan says, a Milwaukee fuel. And Mr. Sanicola says, a DR 62 volt. This one was 56 volt. All right, that gives me something to look at. And I will definitely check them out. So, Big D's in the house. How you doing? Camping in Eastern Ohio? Okay. Excuse me. Let's see here. Mary Mallory's here this morning too. How you doing, Mary? Good to see you. Can y'all hear Jack? He's down here sighing and snoring and I don't know what all he did get to go out in between rain showers, so have you ever thought about getting a goat? Keep your yard trimmed, fertilized, and you can make you. I don't think my neighbors would be. You know, I'm in a subdivision, and you know we can have backyard chickens and stuff. I'm pretty sure we can't have goats. But yeah, if I lived, had more land where I could have one, I'd probably get one. I've been watching a lot of different YouTubers, and I watch them to get their gardening tips and stuff. But also a lot of them are, they call it a homestead, but really it's not like they're on some big spread, sometimes it's like 5 acres or less, And but one that I watch in particular called Roots and Refuge. I think. Let's see. Is there anything on the end of it? Roots and Refuge is the name of it. But it's a young couple in Arkansas. I think they're currently on about 5 acres, and they have all kinds of stuff. They had pigs, a bunch of chickens, bunch of goats. They're running a little homestead on that 5 acres. But no, I'm not into doing all that just because I don't have the room, and I'm not going to be that guy, that tries to do all the stuff. And in fact, I've got some neighbors down here. I probably told you before. Young couple. I haven't met them, but I saw them the other day, and I was standing out the end of the driveway talking to my neighbor Norma. And when they walked past, she goes, "Yeah, that's the ones with all the chickens." I'm like, okay, but that they had chickens, and you go look at the ordinance. Anything under 3 acres in Henry County, you can have 4 hens. 4, that's it. And they got to be hens, no roosters. Well, I think they may have lost a few either through enforcement or possibly foxes and stuff. Because my other neighbor Larry said he saw one of fox running down the road and had chicken in his mouth. So anyhow, but yeah, they let them out to range around. They fenced in their backyard. You know, they got a pretty good tall fence back there. But yeah, they had them let out, and I'd come home, drive by there, and I look over, and I'm like, holy cow, these people don't know what the ordinance is. You know, they had like 20 chickens, and I used to hear a rooster. I don't hear the rooster. I still hear their chickens. You know, chickens will get out there and get the cackling and doing all that stuff. So I still hear that, but I don't hear the rooster. So I don't know whether something got their rooster or maybe they were told to get rid of the rooster. But at any rate, they've still got more than 4 chickens. And I'm not going to be the one to call them and say, hey, these folks got more chickens than they're allowed. I'm not that guy either. But yeah, I'm not going to be the guy that goes out and tries to do a whole big farm with pigs and goats and stuff on my little half acre. I'm not going to do that. Coffee's good this morning, I'm telling you. Larry Gaunt says, and I will show it. I have the Cobalt 40-volt weed eater, chainsaw, pole saw, 5-year warranty. Have problem, take to Lowe's and they exchange, no questions. Use same battery and all. Yeah. Well, since I'd like to have a weed eater, and I'd also like to have a chainsaw. I have a little dinky chainsaw that I bought, and it's a plug-in type, and I bought it years ago, and it's not that great. It's not very big at all, but I would like to have a chainsaw and a weed eater, and it'd be cool if I could get one that of the same brand that uses the same kind of battery. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. Clyde says, Billy goats stink like hell. Yeah, well, they're animals, so. I know a lot of people that stink too, so. But that's another story. They make 80-volt too. All right, well, you guys have given me lots of ideas here. Cobalt. Write that one down. Yeah, and I'll let y'all know if I get one and what I get. Not a big fan of those, but I can make an exception, I guess. All right, that'll give me that's 4 or 5 to look at now. Ain't gonna make much cheese with a billy goat. Yeah, got that in there. All righty, well, my time is just about up. Looks like I got 10 seconds left before my little timer goes off. So I am going to get out of here. And it's just, everything is just so green now, especially with that rain we got. But I'm going to head out to the shop and start running that little project for Mr. Sisk. And I'm looking forward to that. Now, you said something about spring break next week. So does that mean next Friday would be a no-go? That it would be the Friday after? Or what say you, Doug Sisk? Because if I shoot the video today, I should easily have it edited and be ready to go. That's a yes. So we're looking at the next Friday, which would be, wait a minute, where are we? Okay, today's the 26th. Okay, so April 2nd, so no go. So the 9th would be good. Okay. That gives me plenty of time. I may do something extra now. Yeah, I think I will. So anyhow, I'm gonna get out of here. Everybody have an awesome Friday. Stay safe if there's any storms around your way, and hopefully this is. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention this. This is number 298. I know some of you are into them numbers, uh, but hopefully, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, we'll be back on Monday for number 299. So everybody have a good one. We'll see y'all.